Hello guys, Ashley here, also known as Ageless Fan, back with another video, and today I will be talking about Season 2 of The Secret Life of the American Teenager, giving my overall review of the season. I finished this season, I think, a month ago. Yeah, I finished Season 2 and 3 about a month ago. I watched the seasons back to back, which is why I'm taking a bit of a break before I watch Season 4. But the website that I watched Season 4 on is crashing, and I don't want to watch. Someone got all the seasons on Dailymotion. I definitely don't want to watch it on Dailymotion. Too many ads on Dailymotion. I can't do it. The app, the website that I watch on, the CD Sonic app, website, whatever, it's no commercials, and that's how I want to keep it. I don't want to watch no ads. If I have to watch it through ads, then you guys will probably never get a Season 4 or 5 review. It will be just to be determined. But let's get into Season 2. Season 2, The Secret Life of the American Teenager, is personally one of my favorite Season 2 series. Season 2 seasons in teen drama, in my personal opinion. Is it the best? No, it's not the best. I do think, which I'll probably elaborate a little bit more towards the end when I give my overall opinion of Season 2. But I'm just going to say here, the first half of Season 2 did tend to drag a little bit. Like, there were a lot of, not a few, I won't say a lot, there were a few filler episodes to me. They went on summer break twice in this season, which is like, okay, what the fuck, they really, like, it kind of feels like they're barely in school in Season 2. They go on summer break twice in Season 2. And they go on summer break again in Season 3. It's like, okay, so, how long have they been in school? It's weird. But Season 2 had some things that I liked, had things that I didn't like, and we will get into it in here, talk about the characters. Before I talk about the teenagers, because they're the only ones who matter, I will talk about this storyline right now. For those who don't know, this is how I do my videos. I talk about the characters, and we'll talk about the storylines that they had in this season, and give my overall opinion of both. The characters, what about their characters, and what about their storylines. In Season 1, I did it kind of differently. I talked about the characters, I gave my opinions on the characters, and then I did the storyline after I talked about the characters. Today, we're going to talk about the characters and their storylines, just to make things kind of more simple. So, before we get into that, I want to talk about this storyline that was just so unnecessary in Season 2. And getting pregnant. And getting pregnant was so unnecessary. It took up way too much screen time, in my opinion, in Season 2. Way too much. When they said this, in Season 2, Episode 1, when they said that she might have been pregnant and she took a test, I was thinking, like, are they serious? I don't care for Anna and George. I personally feel like if you wanted us to care about their marriage in Season 1, you could have done a little bit better. Because honestly, it seemed like they barely had any scenes together, and like you didn't see the love or anything. It's kind of like she didn't give us a reason to. I was mad at George for cheating, yes, because a lot was happening. Amy was pregnant, and then he cheats. It's just a lot going on. But you didn't give me a reason to care about their marriage in Season 1. If that's what I'm saying. And then for the creators to come up with this pregnancy storyline to have a way to put them back together, it's like, I don't care. This storyline was really useless, and it took up way too much time on my hand. It took up a lot of the first half of Season 2. It got really dragged out, and then like, I don't even want to say it was boring. I just didn't care about it. Like, it was a love triangle with Anne and this other guy that he disappeared like halfway through Season 2. Like, I just didn't care about any of it. I really didn't care. On to the teenagers. Starting with the main character, we're going to talk about Amy. Amy Jurgens in this season. Amy in this season felt really unhinged. I feel like watching this season, I could sympathize for her. I definitely think she's going through postpartum, and she felt very isolated, which I completely understand. Her being tired, I completely understand it. I totally get it. I just feel like they said her acting like this made her so mean to Ricky. And like, I just didn't understand, like, why is she so mean to him? Like, I really feel like she's really mean to Ricky. I feel like her being like isolated and her being going through postpartum, the creators kind of made her like whiny, which is like, Why would you make someone whiny when they have very valid reasons for feeling the way that they do? Makes no sense. She didn't want Ashley and George to move back into the house because it's finally peaceful there, and like I agree. And I keep saying George and Ashley should have stayed out. They should have stayed moved out. They should have found some other place to go. Them moving back in there, it just made all of that so pointless. But anyway, to me, I just like Amy was kind of unhinged. Like, she was really mean to Ricky to me. Like, I honestly just felt like, what the hell is the beef for Ricky? Honestly, like her saying that she hates him, her telling him that she don't need his help to raise John, and then not trying to agree on co-custody. It's like, Amy, what is your beef, girl? Like, seriously, what is your beef? Amy and Ben's relationship in this season, I just did not care for it. I really didn't care. Her and Ben have no chemistry. Her and Ben, I just don't care about it. Like, I really don't. Ben cheats on her from a girl that he met in Italy, and honestly, I was really disappointed with Amy's storyline for this season. Like, Amy probably had the least interesting storyline for this season. Probably right next to Ash. Ashley never had an interesting storyline to me. And we're going to talk about her next because I'm going to get her over and done with. Ashley never had like a real interesting storyline to me. She kind of was just always there, and she was kind of played a plot device to other characters' storylines. Like, she was just there to exist, but she never had her own storyline. Except for like season 3 with her and the Ricky stuff, but that's probably it. But in this season, I was really disappointed with Amy's storyline. Like, they really weren't like. She really did get her only interesting storyline. Not even interesting. Hold on. Let me calm down because I'm all over the place. I'm having the case of the Jabberjaw. Amy's personal storyline that she got in this season was her dating another guy named Jimmy. This guy who you barely saw, and that's it pretty much. That's it. You saw her dating this guy named Jimmy and her trying to get back to the dating scene and everything like that. It was really boring. Like, it was really boring. Like, that is the only storyline that she got. After her and Ben broke up, they didn't know what to give Amy. They didn't know how to give her an instant storyline. I was disappointed with Amy's character in this season because she was just really mean to Ricky. Like, her being mean to Ricky made me really dislike her in this season compared to season 1, where I actually really did like Amy a lot. Like, even though she did have her selfish moments of wanting to give John up because she wanted to be a teenage mom. Like, sometimes she had really good, valid reasons in season 1, and then half the time it felt like, oh, I want to give him up so I can go to prom dances and all that. It's like, I understand that, but it's like, that's really going to give him up because I get it, but it just sounds so selfish the way that she says it in season 1. In this season, she's a great mother. She puts John first. I still feel like with some mistakes, she didn't really have good emotional support. Everybody who pushed her to have this baby, like Ashley and George, don't help change diapers, don't help make Similac bottles, don't help with nothing. The only people who help is Ann and Ricky, and that's it. I really did not like that no one understood where Amy was coming from, or her feeling isolated, and her going through her postpartum depression. The fact that Ann just couldn't take over for her while she goes to the funeral with everybody, she talks about what's going on with you, Amy. I am a teenage mother in high school, and I'm missing out on everything. First of all, it's not like these kids party anyway, so she's not missing out on parties. But Amy don't go out. Her only console is being John's mother, and that's hella depressive. Having a child that young, I really feel that has to mess up your mental health just a tiny bit. I should understand where Amy was coming from. I really feel like because she had a kid that she really didn't know who she was anymore. And I feel like they should have focused a little bit on that instead of like giving her a new love interest, in my opinion. They should have focused a little bit more on that. And then her and Ben's relationship, I just did not care for in this season. Her and Ben had the same argument about the same old thing. Sex. Ben wants to have sex because she has boobs now. He's a complete creepo. And Ben thought that she cheated on him with Ricky, but that's not what happened. Ricky stayed the night because Ricky is the father, but they did not have sex. They did not get together. So Ben basically treating her with some girls with mental illness and blah 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 blah. Because I never cared for her doesn't do shit. So me personally, Amy in this season was really disappointed in her character storylines and the way they wrote her sometimes, like especially towards Ricky, is what I'm basically saying is that I didn't like the animosity she had towards Ricky. I wish they would have focused more on her feeling emotionally isolated and her feeling like she's going through extreme postpartum depression. I wish they would have focused on that a little bit more, because honestly I feel like they used that as a reason for her to act a certain way, which I don't like, because she had very valid reasons for feeling the way that she did, in my opinion. So that's how I feel about Amy in season 2. Very much of a mixed bag, in my opinion. The next thing we're going to talk about is Ashley. We're going to talk about Ashley and Grace. We're going to talk about Ashley and Grace in this one slot. We're going to get over. Ashley first. Ashley starts high school in this season, and that's about it, honestly. Ashley is living with George, and Ashley befriends Adrian. She becomes even more of a op for befriending Adrian. I really don't like Ashley. I don't know if people are just not realizing that, but I don't like this bitch. I don't like her at all. Ashley, to me, she's an op. The fact that she even has my name is ridiculous, because my name is Ashley. The fact that this bitch is such an op. The fact that she would console. Now, I'm not saying because Amy don't like Adrian that Ashley can't be friends with Adrian. What I'm saying is, why are you consoling or talking about drama with her op? Like, I don't like that. Ashley does it all the time. Whenever there's something personal going on in the Jergens household, Ashley will tell Adrian. She would tell Adrian and like basically just tell her that Amy don't like her, like just being messy as fuck. Like Ashley does it a lot in this season. Like she's the reason why the whole shit about Ricky and Amy kissing went around town. She saw them kiss, she told George told Ruben told Adrian, and that's how Adrian found out. Grace knew, everybody else already knew about the kiss. It's like, damn, this happened in one episode, and everybody already knows about this already in the next episode. Golly, nothing is sacred in the show, but I love it. Nobody minds their business. No one minds the business that pays them. I tell you that right now. No one minds their fucking business. All Ashley does is get into other people's business and start drama and chaos. That's all she does. Ashley is not interesting. She's annoying. That monotone ass voice. That's how she talks. Like she got like such a monotone ass voice. Like it's like, girl, talk. Stop talking so goddamn monotone. It's like, stop it. People say, would you like Randy Orton? It makes sense. His character was more menacing, so it makes sense for him to talk monotone. I'm not saying that that's probably how the actress talks. I can't help that. But like, she kind of sounds like a man a little bit. Whenever I look at the actress, she kind of sounds like a dude. No offense, because men do have deeper voices, but that's kind of what it sounds like a little bit with her. So yeah, Ashley knew that George was keeping a secret about the vasectomy, that he lied about it, and when him and Ann had sex in the garage, that's how she got pregnant. Which kind of makes some sense because that happened in season 1. How was that that happened like in season 1? It had to be like episode 14, like no later than episode 14, if I believe. The fact that Anne is just not finding out that she's pregnant kind of makes sense. You would think she'll find out a little bit sooner. It's like, damn, how long was her period late? But anyway, don't care for Ashley. Never have. All she does in this season is just start drama and be messy. That's literally her only character trait. Pretty much in this entire show. On to Grace. Now, honestly, I actually did like the Grace storyline of her feeling guilty about thinking that she killed her dad. A lot of people thought it was ridiculous because I think, to me, Brandon Hampton really likes to make fun of Christians in the show. I think Grace's whole character is, to me, like a running gag of her being a Christian. I think Brandon Hampton thinks Christians are funny, and that's pretty much how she uses that she's Christian. Me personally, I really felt like I understood where she's coming from. If you've ever gone through grief, I think you will understand what she's coming from. She thought she killed her father because she had sex. I think he told her not to. She thinks it was her karma. Losing him, she thought it was her karma. So Grace goes through like this whole grief period, which I did like her not going to school, her not wanting to see anyone. She breaks up with Jack. She tells him that she doesn't love him and that she regrets having sex with him. And that the reason why she did it was because she thought it would keep him. And honestly, I didn't really got tired of the whole Grace and Jack. I've never cared for the whole Grace and Jack back and forth. Honestly, I think Grace is delusional for taking him back when he's cheated on her, he's burned out on her. Whenever Jack was not getting Amy, he moved on to the next bitch. I think that says more about him than it does about Grace. And I feel like Grace was always taking him back. She always fell for some bullshit. He cheated on her with Madison when they were together. Fucking lowlife. He's a fucking lowlife. He's an asshole. He's a jerk. And yeah, it's 9 o'clock already. It was just 8. But anyway, I just don't care for the Grace and Jack back and forth. Never have, never will. And then after the whole grief stuff was over with Grace, I just didn't care about her anymore. Like, this is the season where I was just like kind of off Grace. Like, she wanted to reclaim her virginity, which I feel like is unrealistic, but I totally get it. She wanted to reclaim her virginity, and she wanted to reclaim being a Christian. She went back to thinking that sex before marriage is wrong because it caused so much dysfunction for her. She lost her father. Her boyfriend still cheated on her and run off with another girl, even though they had sex. So she went on this campaign to make sure people don't have sex before marriage, and I just didn't care for Grace. Like, I really didn't. I don't care for her and Adrian's friendship. That friendship is so weird to me. So I will always stand Grace for telling Adrian that she probably would like herself a lot more if she didn't have sex with every guy that she interacted with. I'm like, then again, put it to the back. Yeah, Adrian, you would like yourself a little bit more if you want to touch a fucking slut. But anyway, we're going to Adrian in a minute. The next person I want to talk about is Jack. Jack to me is the most boring character in this entire show. At least for Ashley might not have an interesting storyline, but at least Ashley interacts with the characters. At least Ashley kind of plays a part in the drama. All Jack is he just exists. Jack is not interesting. Jack never has anything interesting going on. He's a gossiper. Just like they made Grace a gossiper too in this season. Like, she was kind of just telling Adrian's business, which I didn't fuck with. Like, even though I don't like Adrian. Like, why are you telling your friend's business to Jack, knowing that he's going to tell Madison? Why are you doing that? Makes no sense for you to do that. All Jack does is just gossip and tell other people's business. He's not interesting at all. I don't care for Jack. Like, I really don't. I could not give you one interesting storyline Jack has ever had in this show. Whew. That's how I feel about Jack. He's boring and he does not fit in with these characters. His character should have been written out of the show. Honestly, he should have been written off and they should have did a recast and just found someone who can fit in with these characters. Because Jack does not interact with these characters. He doesn't play a big part with these characters. Like, he just doesn't matter. On to the next character. Ben fucking Wojtowicz. Oh my Jesus Holy Mary. I cannot stand Ben. This is a season where I was on the Ben hate train. Like, I really hated Ben in this season. The fact that he thought he was entitled to have sex with Amy because he was there for her during her pregnancy, talk about he wants to break up with her because he wants to date other girls and he wants to have sex. But you all know that's what he went to Italy for. I don't think he lost his virginity down there, but I definitely think him and that girl were doing other stuff. She was definitely giving him oral sex. He was definitely getting head from that girl. I don't care what you say. He cheated on Amy with this girl and then try to act like he didn't do it. And the fact that Ashley and her best friend, that Amy's best friends knew that he was cheating on Amy and didn't say anything, Amy should have cut all those bitches off. in my opinion. He slept with Adrian. He got mad at Amy and Ricky kissed, which is like, you think you're entitled to know what the fuck Amy's gonna do with the next? Like, who the hell do you think you are? You ain't nobody, and you ain't nothing. I don't have to run shit by you. The fact that he told Amy that he don't want her to have sex with any other guy because they're not together, it's like, Ben, get the fuck out of my face. Please, we got 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get the fuck out of my face. Ben is so fucking annoying. He had sex with Adrian in his car in the middle of the street because, let's be real, Ben and Adrian were always insecure about Ricky and Amy. They were insecure about them having sex all that time. It's like, are y'all serious? It was a one night stand. Why are y'all so threatened by that? And then, not only are they threatened by the fact that they had a one night stand, I always like Ben was just mad because Amy didn't lose her virginity to him, which is what I said to the one. Who the hell does he think he is? You ain't nobody. You don't matter. You're not entitled to anything. The fuck? I don't give a fuck if your dad is the sausage king. Who the hell do you think you are? You ain't nobody to me. Like, and then they get even more upset because Ricky and Amy had a child together. It's like, no one put a motherfucking blue on your head and told y'all to be with them. Like, you make your own decisions. You live with them. If you feel like you made a bad decision by sitting around, voice that. Don't try to make your partner feel bad because you're insecure. Get the fuck out of here. I absolutely hate Ben this season. Like, I really, really hate Ben. And then the fact that he got mad because Ricky and Amy were going to spend their son's birthday just with each other. Let me say it again. Their son's birthday together. John's parents were going to have a personal birthday party for John. And he gets threatened by that. He gets threatened by that. Like, who the fuck does this guy think he is? Like, is Ben serious? This is the season where I was just on the Ben hate train. I absolutely cannot stand Ben. This is where I just, like, I'm off Ben. I'm never going to like Ben. Never. As for him and Amy's relationship, I just did not care for it this season. The fact that he tried to accuse her of... So, there was this ongoing storyline between Amy and Ben in season 2. I didn't elaborate on it in Amy, but... talk about Amy, but I elaborated here. So, Ben came here the next morning and told Amy that he loved her and that he took her kind of different ways. She said she's so tired all the time, but she do love him. Ricky came out, I'm assuming they kind of made it was the bedroom, even though I'm assuming he slept on the couch. And he said, I see how it is. And they said it's not what it looks like. So he left. He always assumed, he had a feeling that Amy and Ricky slept together. Which that didn't happen. Because Ricky told Adrian that's not what happened. And Adrian made up to tell Ben that Ricky slept over there a few times to help Amy out with John during the summer. Adrian made Ben think that Ricky and Amy slept together all the times that he slept there. Ricky promised Amy that he wouldn't say anything to anybody about him spending the night over there. But yet he told Adrian. I'm pretty sure Adrian hassled it out of him because she's hella insecure. But the fact that he tried to accuse her of cheating when you're the one that's cheating is beyond me. And the fact that whenever she asked him about it, he never gave her a clear answer. It's just like, are you serious? I'm like, are you serious? Oh, I forgot to mention with Amy. Her and Adrian have this ongoing feud saga in season 2, which is an ongoing thing really in the show. Adrian and Amy are never going to be friends because Adrian is an insecure bitch, which I'll get into when I talk about season 3, which to me personally is the best season of teenagers. Season 3 is the best season. Like, don't ask me. Do not ask me. Because Adrian is insecure and Adrian is competitive. Adrian would never be Amy's friend, genuinely. Because her and Amy don't have nothing in common, and Adrian has always saw Amy as a threat when she doesn't even know Amy's from the campaign. Her and Adrian had this ongoing feud because Amy did not want Adrian to move into the house, and Adrian moved in there. She calls Amy insecure and jealous and naive, and Amy said that aren't you the one that's being insecure? Because she says your sex is so good between you and Ricky. If y'all relationship is so good, why are you so threatened by him being over here? She talks about that being a slut is what keeps Ricky interested in me and not you. I'm like, are you serious, Adrian? Are you serious? Okay. Adrian is delusional. She's so delusional. Look at her character in the band. Asia might be the most delusional female character ever written, in my opinion. She's so delusional. The fact that she would say something like that to Amy, that I'm a slut because it keeps me because it keeps bringing instead of me and not you, that's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. It's completely nuts. But yeah, on to Ben. I really don't like Ben. The fact that he tried to blame Ricky for why he's up with Adrian. You like the one girl I love pregnant. It's like, Ben, just shut up already. No one cares about your sob story. No one cares about you. Just shut the fuck up. Like, just shut up. You know what? I'm gonna pick the next thing for Adrian because it's more about her character than Ben's character. But that's just say that Ben became a total asshole in this season, and he's not an awful person, but I really just feel like Ben is just so entitled. Like, no one, he's never humbled on anything. I feel like no one, the only person who ever checks him about his behavior is Ricky, and he never wants to hear it. And like, it's really annoying, and it's just like, dude, like, be more humble, and like, stop always complaining, stop always whining about stuff. And sometimes I always make you feel bad because you're a whiny little boy.